Welcome to day 20 of the Mindfulness Challenge. Over the last few weeks, you might have started to notice how your experiences are changing. And those experiences being how you live your day-to-day movements and how you are with the present moment. And one of the things that also really comes up a lot is being over-concerned or worried about situations, experiences, about the future. And really, there's deep freedom when we notice that those concerns or worries don't serve us, and they actually very often don't even have anything to do with the reality. And being worried is this opportunity to just say, hey, there is a thought, right? Not to be caught in that thought, but to just notice there is a worry, a concern, no problem. The brain is wired for survival, so of course, without practice and without attention, it will go into that survival mode. So allow yourself today to have the intention of just noticing your experiences and noticing if resistance or worry or concern or dwelling is part of it, and just through awareness allow it to dissipate. So find your stillness practice and find your spine straight in a line, dignified but yet relaxed, your shoulders dropping down, not towards your ears, letting gravity pull you into the seat or the cushion, and gently letting those eyes flutter close. And in this process of arriving here and now, just notice where your mind is. Is it in the past, in thinking, or in the future? Just notice. And then notice your body. Is it settling in, or are there areas of tension and discomfort? Just bring attention to it. And finally, just check your heart space. What emotional space are you in right now? What's the landscape of the mind, the body, and the heart? And just allowing that to be there, but noticing if it changes. And now, bringing attention to the breath. We're going to take 3 deep intentional breaths. We're going to breathe in for 4 seconds and breathe out for 8 seconds. So, ready? Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Deep breath. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And gently let the natural breath come back into awareness. And now for the next few minutes, just keeping attention there, gently on each inhale and exhale. And noticing if the body is settling in a little more after those intentional breaths, but if the spine is still straight, or is it slouched over a little bit now? And notice if the shoulders are up or down, and just bring kind attention to as many inhales and exhales as you can over the next 2 minutes. As always, if any distractions occur, physical, mental, or in our senses, we just notice them, make a mental note, and come right back to attention. No problem. The mind likes to think. You might even start noticing if there's any kind of attributes of worry or concern with the thoughts. Just come back to the breath. allowing yourself to fully arrive and welcome each inhale. And stay with exhale all the way till pause point, and then stay with inhale and welcome the next one. Just letting your body breathe you. If you haven't already done so, you can look for that anchor spot today in your anchor words. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And really pay attention to the oxygen as it comes into your body. Notice what happens from the nose all the way when you exhale, how the breath out finishes in just like a little dot of awareness. And then the inhale and the exhale. Inevitably, thoughts, emotions, physical experiences, sounds, our senses will call our attention and take us away. Just gently, ever so slightly, kindly bring it back. That moment of awareness that you notice distraction is mindfulness. And you can gently introduce counting breaths into your practice right now if you'd like. So noticing the inhale, the pause, the exhale, the pause, that's one. And then waiting for the next round to happen, staying in attention. 2, thinking or worried about what I have to do by tonight or tomorrow or next week. Just notice that can have an impact and just come back to the breath at 0. And now shifting our attention while we gently bring the natural breath in without needing to count or be active. Just shift to, if there's any resistance over concern or worry about yourself or others, just look with that flashlight of awareness and observe what's happening in the body and in the mind. Just gently, compassionately, just be with whatever's arising. Hold it. Welcome it. And just notice what happens. So you might have some physical discomfort. That might be calling our attention, and we just notice where it is. Keep our attention there. Breathe in and breathe out. And just with curiosity to see how it ever so slightly changes. Maybe becomes a little more painful or a little less. We're not concerned about where it's going. We just want to notice and be with whatever's there. Or maybe you're having thoughts floating through, and they're on the negative side, the worried or concerned, preoccupied. And just notice those. And just keep that space in the noticing. Just like we said before, when you notice those thoughts, you aren't those thoughts. The only issue arises that when we have these thoughts that are so sticky, oftentimes we kind of leech onto them because we're wired for survival and we're really charged by that, and so the thoughts start feeling like they're actually us, and that can cause the body to tense up and tighten, the mind to feel overwhelmed, and these patterns can get stronger, kind of like the snowball rolling down the hill where it catches more snow and grabs more snow, and by the time it gets further, it just explodes. And so if we can catch the snowball early on that hill, it won't get so big, it won't get out of control, it won't explode. So kind of we want to do the same practice with our thoughts, our worries, our concerns. Just notice and catch it, and just give it that compassion and love, and just come on back. So as you notice the thoughts or the emotions, gently hold them and allow them to be there, and then come on back to the breath. And over time, we just notice that it changes. So what you want to always remember is that even when we're having these emotions, they're so heavily charged that we can create the space and time, allowing them to be there without the resistance, avoidance, and just noticing them and giving it the space by just knowing that they're not you. So we can come back to the present moment where we are and the only place we can be. Worries are often about the future. Can't be there. And in the present moment, we dwell and we find ourselves as often as possible. We can name the emotions or name the thoughts, make the mental notes, and then just come back into our body, into our stillness. Just be with whatever is in that loving, compassionate, affectionate, and ever so mindful of ways. Awareness will change the path. So as you settle into the breath, practices to find these experiences in the present moment throughout our days, and to not get caught in that snowball as it tumbles down the mountain, but to notice it early enough and then just catch it before it gets too far, name it, make a mental note, and then let it go. Let it melt, let it dissolve, and come back to the here and now, to the present moment. May you be well, and I will see you